I'm here with Jim Benson, who was recently serving down in the North Carolina area, serving those who've been affected by the horrible hurricane and flooding that came through a few weeks ago. Jim, would you share just a little bit about how God placed it on your heart to go connect and serve there?
Well, I saw the damage in Florida and Georgia and the Carolinas and Tennessee, and I had this pressing in the Holy Spirit on me, like I really have not had it like this in my life, and this almost like a pressing on my chest, and I would talk myself out of it to not go, and said I'm really busy, I have obligations, I have appointments, I have a lot to do, and talk myself out of it, and then I would get pressed on again. And Tina the other day was reminding me how I would go back and forth, and one day I'm going and the next day I'm not going and the next day I'm going. And finally, 7, 8 times after that happened, I surrendered and just said, okay, I'm gonna go. And he opened doors. So we found a great camper, a 28-foot camper. People put money in and donated, and that was awesome. We drove the camper down to Boone, North Carolina, and then we ended up taking it to Asheville, and I got connected with a couple of churches in Asheville. They found a family, a young family with 3 kids, and they lost everything. Their home was washed away, their car was washed away, all their belongings in their home were washed away. The clothes on their back were given to them, and yeah, it was awesome.
You're headed back down again soon.
Yep,
And
November 1st or 2nd.
okay, with another trailer.
Yeah, and I went down with my friend Jerry Espeseth, and Owen and I went down together. And so a friend of Jerry's heard about what we were doing, and they own a similar camper, 28-foot camper. They said, we're going to donate it. We would like it to go to a veteran because her dad served in Vietnam in the Army. And so we have found a Vietnam veteran down there in Asheville who lost everything. I'm sure there's many hundreds of people in this exact situation where they've lost literally everything is gone. I mean, they were in these mudslides. The house is gone or destroyed. And so, yeah, we're taking one down to him. It's awesome to see all the people coming together from all over the country. There's linemen there from Canada, all over the United States that have driven in. Some guys, I've heard stories, drive in, they say we're gonna work for 1, 2, 3 days, and they see what's needed and they say, okay, we're staying for a week or 2 now, and they're sleeping in their trucks, they're sleeping in tents, and the churches, you can't go more than a couple miles and you'll see there's lots of Baptist churches every mile or 2, maybe 2 per mile, and they have relief centers and they have distribution centers, and they're giving away generators and gasoline and food and clothing and water, pallets of water, and it's awesome.
So you're going back in just a few days, and Nalina England is going down as well to serve. I think this coming week she's headed down to serve.
Yeah.
So we could be praying for Nalina, praying for you. How else could we be praying for the folks there in North Carolina?
Safety for the workers, to get the message out, just Jesus' hand on this whole thing, continued just energy and stamina for the volunteers and the workers, that the energy around understanding this is a very strategic thing. The awareness of it stays high and it doesn't subside, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done for a long time, and I think a lot of people need a lot of help. But it's beautiful to see what God's doing in all of it. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, we'll sure be in prayer. If anyone wants to help financially, can we give through FBC?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a new drop down.
Yeah.
So when you can go in, and there's the general fund, and there's pastor appreciation, which is this month, and there's a couple other new drop downs, and I think one of them says disaster relief or hurricane relief. I can't remember the title of it, but Yes.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for sharing. God bless you as you go.
Thanks, Jake.